Cheers. Cheers. Hey everyone, welcome to the Halloween recap of Watching in the Dark. Happy Halloween, I'm Kris.
And I'm Matt.
Alright, so first and foremost, I just want to give a huge shout out to Jess Kuhn, Russ Mason, and Seeger Mason for doing their reviews and jumping on in, and as always, thank you, Matt.
Hell yeah, I'm happy they came too. That's so cool. Like, I hope they come back next year and do some more awesome videos and reviews and everything.
Yeah, so quick question for you.
Don't know what.
Which video review got the most views?
Got the most views? Like,
Yeah.
This is a trivia question?
Yeah, it's a trivia question.
Shit. Well, I mean, there was a lot of engagement in the Temple of Doom, so I'm guessing it's the Temple of Doom.
That is correct. It was
Okay.
the Temple of Doom. Yeah, Temple of Doom got 86 views, something like that. So Jess Kuhn, way to go on that. I will tell you this: I got iced, and I got the lowest amount of views for fucking Blair Witch Project. We're talking 8. Only 8
Only
people
8?
watched that.
Oh, you mean like actual views watching? Really? I thought The Blair Witch was actually my favorite because that's my favorite movie, and I was excited for you to do that one. But
I love that movie. I don't know why everyone passed that one over, but apparently no one cared.
I don't know, the one with Temple of Doom though, Jess, that was so out of left field that I thought it was perfect for our whole show and everything that we've been doing here for this whole month. It wasn't totally horror, it was just your classic, awesome adventure, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite thing about Temple of Doom is I brought Jess on up here, and of course you've seen me direct and things like that, like, hey, just come on in here, like I can just cut you one sentence at a time. All you need to do is say, hi, I'm Jess, welcome to Watching in the Dark, today we're going to take a look at Temple of Doom. And no shit, he's like, okay, yep, he takes all of my directions and like, okay, ready when you are. Indiana Jones.
Oh my god,
and the
yeah.
Temple of Doom.
Let's both do his eye right there. It's so perfect.
He just goes straight into fucking unsolved mysteries.
It was so good.
And it just carried it on from there. Just nailed it.
It was pretty perfect, it was so good. Did he still do the pauses and everything too?
Oh yeah, he did the pauses.
Okay.
Yeah.
The way it was going, but oh yeah, you didn't get the whole very straight in the seat or everything. But.
No, well, I mean, every time, he would always start back here and just move right on it. It was such a good job.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Temple of Doom, good job.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead, Russ, you did awesome as well.
Heck yeah. Russ with Pumpkinhead. My God, you could just tell his love and passion for that.
Definitely tell you love it. Yeah. And all the in-depth everything and throughout it. Yeah. Good job, Russ.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Way to go. Going into the characters, he just Russ absolutely loves Lance Henriksen so much. He just if we had him on up here, he'd totally take over the.
Yeah, he'd just kick us out.
Yeah. Let's talk about Lance Henriksen for days on end. Aliens, whatever it might be. But yeah, Pumpkinhead, Russ nailed that one too.
Oh my God, yeah, he's the spoiler, and yeah, he's the android in Aliens. Sorry.
Yep. And then Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And I'm sorry, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, God. All right. So
Give me some more.
Siegs took second on the video with the least watch. So if you're watching this, watch Siegs' review.
Sorry, I didn't watch it. I'm part of your downfall there.
Watch Siegs' review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What it is a social commentary.
I was surprised that we didn't actually do that one yet on our entire. Since we've been doing Watch It in the Dark.
Well, I know, it's classic. Well, we haven't touched Halloween, we haven't touched Friday the 13th, we haven't touched Nightmare on Elm Street.
When he lists all these things off, I'm like, I think in depth of how I can be doing these things, and I'm like, oh, we haven't done that, I guess we, no.
Okay, well, for those of you that are watching this and still watching this, Siegs did an in-depth counterculture analysis of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And of course it came out in 1973, 1974, right at the height of the Vietnam War.
True.
So a lot of things going on, talking the breakdown of the nuclear family,
How did Toby Hooper, how did he come to do all this? Did he talk about any of that or no?
Well, not so much in the direction itself, but he talked about what the feel meant outside of the actual horror.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about it is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is only horror in name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
One.
There's some really good horror aspects to it, but yeah.
Well, absolutely, but only one person gets killed by the chainsaw.
That's true.
That's it. Everything else, all the other three people, they get killed by some other myths.
I guess it's also very uneasy watching. Is also a good way to put it too. Just the random shit that happens throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. It's just uncomfortable. So anyhow, nice job, Siegs.
I'll watch it. I promise.
All right. When it came to written reviews, which one had the most engagement?
That's 30 days of written reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with My Society.
Close. It was one of yours, but it wasn't Society. It was actually I Know What You Do Last Summer.
Oh, really? That was it?
It got the most. It got the most comments and it got the most likes. Of course, mine included.
A lot of people are talking about their love of that movie, and then I forgot. I remember that movie to see, but also I'm like I didn't think it actually would get that much engagement too, just because it's good but terrible at the same time.
Right.
Oh shit.
Well, no one wants to admit that they actually fucking love that movie. It is really good.
It is.
Yeah.
This was after like 10 years watching it again. Parts of it, yeah.
Well, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Cheers.
Shit.
Okay. All right. Horror in the theater. The movie theaters finally opened back on up. Mask mandates, vaccines, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's movies that are available to see in the theaters.
Yep.
I have not seen *Malignant*. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I did. Oh, I guess that one counts on my list for that because we talked about this earlier.
Okay.
How about let's start with what did you see before pandemic?
What did I see before the pandemic? Jeez.
I have one that I know of. So.
Okay, I mean, the last film that I saw before the world shut down was Frozen 2. So that's all that I can remember.
No, mine was The Lodge. That one, and I think was that last year that you wrote about that one?
Yeah.
That was the last one I saw, and then everything shut down maybe a week later. And I thought The Lodge was freaking amazing.
The Lodge is awesome. Riley Coe, if you're an Elvis fan, that's Elvis's granddaughter.
That's right. Okay. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'd have to look on my phone, but if the director's doing anything else, because I thought that movie was it touched so many different areas, and I was just very impressed when I watched it. After the Midsummer and everything, and I hated Midsummer. Sorry, I'm one of the ones that hated Midsummer. I said it. I love Hereditary, but I did not like Midsummer. But after that, and then coming into that one, I'm like, this is what I hoped that's what I hoped Midsummer would have been more like. But that was the last one I saw before everything shut down.
Okay.
And then you just asked what we saw when movie theaters opened back up. *Malignant* I did see.
Okay.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
But we both saw
A Quiet Place 2.
*Quiet Place 2.
Yeah.
Oh god, what did you think of it?
Well, I mean, the first one I thought was very well done. John Krasinski, The Office.
God,
yes. I mean, jeez, Christ.
Who would have thought John Krasinski from The Office, who married Pam, is gonna make a frickin' a horror movie that's one of the best horror movies that came out in a really long frickin' time, with his wife Emily Blunt.
God.
I
mean, it's just like he came out of left field, just like Jordan Peele did with Get Out and Us.
Oh yeah.
From comedy to
comedy to horror, and sometimes that even the best drama movies are made by comedic actors and stuff too. But Quiet Place 2. So I went to that downtown with my mother. She loved the first one. She absolutely loved it. It was me and her and another family or something. I don't know who they were, but there was a couple more in the theater there. But from the opening segment, they're at a baseball field or something, I think. And it's kind of like a prequel to what everything happens. And my mom first thing, she's like, well, I thought John Krasinski was dead already. I was like, well, just get it.
It's film.
And then, so the first jump scare happens in the movie, and all she does is yell, holy fuck, as loud as possible in the movie theater. And I'm just sitting there like, I wasn't expecting that from you, Mom. But we both of us just love the movie. Oh, it was so much fun.
Great flick. Highly recommend that one. When I took Brittany to A Quiet Place, I mean the first one, just A Quiet Place. She's like, I'm gonna get some popcorn. I'm like, no, you're not. Right? So if you watch this movie and you're eating popcorn, you're probably doing it wrong. So
fucking Cillian Murphy in there too.
Yes.
I was so happy that they added him in there.
Yeah.
That added a whole other layer, just a famous person who I've always loved. Especially, he hasn't really done horror since he did 28 Days Later, which is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Danny Boyle was.
Danny Boyle.
28
Speaking
Days
of that, I just spent $200 on a train spotting book, which I'm really excited to get. They have in-depth interviews coming out with every single actor, every single director, and with all the music, like Iggy Pop's in there. And sorry, I'm going off a tangent.
That's quite alright.
I'm very excited to get that book.
So films that we wanted to review this year that we didn't get to. I will go first. Is it Possessor or Processor, I think it's Possessor.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
Brandon Cronenberg's film.
That's been on my list for 2 years now, I think. Or is it only a year old?
I think it's only a year old.
Well, it's been on my list for a whole year.
Okay.
It was in like the top 10 scariest things you should probably watch, which also her Midsummer was on there.
Yeah, and I can't remember the actress's name, but she was the actress from Mandy. And she's like known for making really, really weird, good horror films.
All right.
So like anything she touches is kind of like almost Nick Cage's.
Yep.
You know?
Okay. All right.
Working out. So.
What tonight? What I really wanted to do Apostle, but I never got a chance to do the actual wording or video. So next year, Apostle's definitely on my list. That's one of my favorite, I think, folk horror that's come out in quite a while. Just fucking gruesome, and it would have been perfect for Devil's Night too, because it's and Ritual, we haven't done that one either. That one's on my list as well. Those are two
the folk
next
horror
year.
one where they all
Yep. So another one. Yep.
Okay.
So folk. If you don't get that, folk horror is one of my favorite things. And that's also why I didn't like Midsummer, so sorry.
It is folk horror.
It is, but they failed. It was like cut and paste exactly what a folk horror is supposed to be, but there was nothing new added. Went into it thinking it was going to be this greatest movie ever, everything's brand new. Yeah, there's aspects that were okay.
Okay. Well, I mean, I promised you guys, like, no one can touch this film. This film's gonna be mine. You like open it up to like Russ, Siegs, and Jess. Like I'm taking Motel Hell this year. Motel Hell's gonna be mine. If you don't know this one, it's just a campy '80s horror movie. Where
I don't
like,
think I don't.
You never
think
seen
I know
Motel
that
Hell?
one.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but apparently, kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, just be careful where you get your meat from.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
so,
All right.
Yeah.
The one I watched this year, I was talking about when we were at the bar the other night, was Mother's Day.
Ooh,
Still haven't done that one yet. I was thoroughly impressed watching that movie, so I want to do that.
Okay.
Did we do Overlord at all? That's one that I
We
wanted.
never did Overlord. That's like the one where
That came on at the bar the other night, and everybody was watching it like, what the hell are we watching? I'm like, this is a really cool movie,
Yeah.
and it's not just a World War II movie, it's also a horror movie. And they're like, wait, what? So that's one I'd also like to do.
Okay. So if we come back for Christmas, which I think we should.
Ooh, yeah, we should.
Okay. I mean, Christmas Eve and
I mean,
Christmas
we can
Day.
do a horror Christmas. We can also do like just a comedy in general.
Well, I mean,
Like,
yeah.
There's layers to everything we can
Right,
do here.
What would you want to do for Christmas? We talked about coming back for Christmas last year, but I think this year could be the year. You never know. We're on film. We're challenging ourselves.
I mean, Krampus is always up there. That one blew me away. Like, there's always been cheesy Christmas horror movies, but Krampus, or whatever you say, Krampus. Yeah, it was one of the coolest ones I've seen, where it's like, oh wow, you can actually do really good horror in Christmas time. What about you?
I have to go with Joe Dante's. Gremlins.
No,
I mean, just to kick it off and kick it off strong.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That'd be a good perfect start of the month, or Christmas Day, or start of the month.
Yeah.
What else? So I remember walking through Mr. Movies back in the day, and all the different random things that were on the shelves. Wasn't Shocker one of them?
Shocker, yes.
Doesn't it look like he's looking on? It's like he's sitting on an
electric chair. Yeah.
But it looks like it's on a roof, and it's like Christmas or something. I don't remember.
So the cover of Shocker actually looks almost exactly like National Lampoon.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. So that's one. Another one, Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Oh, that's a good one.
Jack Frost. That's always a big one.
Black Christmas.
Okay. Wasn't there a sorority one that came out too that was Christmas themed recently? Or also it was a remake of.
That one doesn't ring a bell.
Either way, there's quite a few that we could get 31 days of that for sure.
31 days.
And if you fail, then we can just pull a Jess and do a Die Hard, because there you go.
There we go. Perfect. Jess is going to come back next year, and he did tell me what he wants to review. It is not a horror movie, but it's scary as fucking hell.
Ooh,
so
it's a secret though?
I'm pretty fired up about it.
I mean, we could go, if you're talking about stuff like that, you could go to Requiem for a Dream and everything too, if you want to get to that kind of horror.
Yeah. I mean, you can find one in there. So you can find terror anywhere.
It's true.
Right. Well, I don't know. Any last words?
I could just keep having a conversation forever.
Well, I know. We can just keep blabbing on as well, too.
Yeah.
But, on behalf of Vagabond Arcade and HuTech Graphics, thank you so much.
Watch it in the dark.
Watch it in the dark. Happy Halloween, everybody.